recording. All right, it's recording.
Hello. Hello. This is Hannah.
Come on.
I am Michelle.
I am Hannah from Kenya.
I am Michelle from the United States.
This is my sister for the time being.
Yes, Hannah and I met about a month ago, 5 weeks, and moved in, and we've been living together. And I've gotten to hear all of her stories from Kenya and learn about life in very rural villages in the bush, which is not a zoo that we think of. It's a very wild national park with pythons and cobras and lions and leopards and
all kinds of wild animals out there.
And no electricity and no running water. And so I've gotten to learn about Hannah's family and how she grew up and how she got to be here. And one of the coolest things, I met her after she'd already been here for 3 months, and I asked her what was kind of the best part each day about being here, if there was a good part, what she missed, what she liked. And she said that her favorite thing so far was that in America we have time for fun. Because in Kenya, there's always something to do. They're always fetching water before school or after school, or starting fires, or going to get food, or tasks and chores. There's always things to do at the home. There's always things to do for the family. So it was neat to kind of see her perspective on that, and then I get to see and understand the difference in where we are living and how our cultures are different. But we just wanted to talk a little bit about Hannah's time here. So, start us off.
I'm too cold.
50 degrees is no equator temperature.
Yeah,
So Hannah's very cold.
76, 63. If it is so down, 63. That's what I'm.
It's the very coldest.
Okay, I'm Hannah Wambui. As she has said, I'm from Kenya, in a very remote area called Mirera, where there's no electricity, no any source of running water. I'm number 5 in my family. We are 6, raised by a single mom, because my dad died when I was 5 years old. And from there, life was not easy again. But I keep praying to God to just remember us one day, to remember me, because my very big wish was to get in America, because I was hearing a lot of people saying that life is in America is so good, it's so sweet. So, and I was like, oh God, why can't I make to be there? And now here I am in the state. So it was my very first time to be in the States. I came with my friend Teresia, my project partner, with whom we have invented a green energy project of generating electricity from cow urine and plant juices. So our very first experience, in fact, we landed at Atlanta, and we were like, oh my God, are we in heaven? This is heaven. Because like everyone has a car. We were like, how? Even the poorest has a car? Like, we believe that back in Kenya, if you have a car, you are very rich. We believe that cars are only for rich people in Kenya. And for those who have cars in Kenya, they are very boastful. You know what I mean by boastful? Like they are walking here. I'm Sanko, I have my car, so you don't have even to touch it. So, I'm from there. We went in a school called Northside Neighborhood House with our friend Rachel, and we presented our project to the kids, and they were so impressed by our invention. And from there, Rachel gave us a $25 voucher card to shop in the thrift store. and we did a lot of shopping. We were like, I want this dress is so cute. So we bought some dresses and shoes with my Teresia. That's our very first experience. So I've been here for 3 months, almost 4 months now. We have been doing presentation to schools, both public and private schools and universities here in Chattanooga. We have done it at Baylor, Makali, UTC University, Lee University, and Normal Park. A lot of schools we have done our presentation there, and the students are being blown away by our invention, because they're like, how can cow urine generate electricity? Who does that? And we're like, we'll just connect for you and you'll see for yourself the bulb lighting, the phone charging, and everything. So far so good. My favorite thing here in Chattanooga is like, I love the way people are being friendly, because wherever I go, everyone just accepted me the way I am. And after listening my whole story, how I was being raised from a very poor background, they just accept me the way I am, despite me being a black. Like my friend here, Michelle, we have stayed with her for like a month. You know, back in Kenya, people referred to white people like wazungu. They say that people without color, they don't have color. They were born without skin. Just because they are white. So another thing is that my favorite food is chicken sandwich from Chick-fil-A, and the French fries, and I also love lemonade as being my first priority type of drink, and Dr. Pepper. We don't have Dr. Peppers back in Kenya, so my very first time to drink Dr. Pepper is when I landed here. And another thing is apple juice. I love apple juice. And coffee, but with sugar. Without sugar, no. Can't drink coffee without sugar. Another thing is that I love everything that is here, because I'm enjoying being driven wherever I want to go. I'm not walking at all. I remember when I was going to school, I used to walk 4 miles from home to school and another 4 miles from school back home. It was very, very tough life, because I had to go to school like every day, and I was the only one from my village was going to the same school. So like every day I was alone on the road going to school. And it is not just a smooth road, since there's a lot of rocks. I was passing a very narrow road close to the animal zoo, and also there was a day I ran into a leopard on my way to school, and it was around 4 a.m. so it was very, very dark, and I couldn't go back home because we were having exams at that day. I just prayed to God, and the leopard just left, and I proceeded to school. So life back in my village is really tough, but we just survive the way it is. So looking forward to go back home on next week, but I'm excited that I'm going to meet my family, but I'm so sad that I'm going back in my village. You know, I'll be walking, going maybe to church or wherever my mom can send me to go and do some shopping. I'll have to walk, washing clothes with my hands. Oh my goodness. And I'm used to just give my clothes to Michelle and just take it to the washer, and then we can go wherever we want to go, because we don't have to wash our clothes using our hands here. But hoping God will intervene, and as I'm doing my school application, I hope everything will be nice, everything will be okay, and I'll be accepted in one of the schools here. And next year, hopefully, I'll be back as a student now to study and just hang out with my friends like Michelle. I'm really sad that I'm going to leave her. Oh, I miss her so much.
But we're gonna bring her. I don't know how to stand this up. We're gonna bring her back. She'll be here for fall of 2020, I hope. So working on that, and we'll get her here.